Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early November 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libra collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my good friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for these lovely Libras in early November? What energies, messages, insights can we take a peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, and we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra in early November. What's the vibe? What's the energy? And I apologize, my friends, no more Bumblebee Kyle. That's sad, right? Halloween, only one day. Okay, so this energy is something we always want to keep a close eye on, because you see that person, they're literally holding another person on their back. So there's something about it that always reminds me of the Ten of Wands. Now, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Ten of Wands has some really good determined energy to it, but at the same time, there's a lot of weight there. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this. So again, we see this individual kind of bent down with another person on their back. So to me, it's like someone supporting something else or just carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders, literally and figuratively, when I look at this card. So I just equate it with that Ten of Wands. Now, the good thing about the Ten of Wands, it's determined. Like, yeah, this might be heavy, but I'm doing it. It might not be easy, but I'm doing it. So I like that. I like that there's no quit. I like the dedication to this. So for some of you, if you're going through some difficulties, this is Spirit saying, you got this, Libra, which is good. Um, the challenge, and again, it could be somebody else, it's a lot of heaviness. So whether it's emotional heaviness, mental heaviness, physical heaviness, meaning like issues with health, like these are things you want to stay on top of in this time when this card is here. And I always say, when it comes to the vessel, watch out for areas like your neck, back, and spine. When this card shows up, you might be holding a lot of tension there. You might need a good little massage when this card shows up. So we're just going to leave it there. Again, it's not the be all end all, but the energy to me just feels pretty heavy, or just there's a lot of depth to it. So we're just going to let them chill over there. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the lovely Libras. What do we have in early November? It is Scorpio season. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. The energy did present as having some problematic undertones. The reading was titled The Big Problem. So again, could be somebody else's energy, doesn't have to be yours, but to me it's like something that popped up and it's like, oh, okay, I got to deal with this now. It was like one of those. So just keep the head on a swivel over the coming days and weeks, but we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it is for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for the lovely Libras. What do we have in early November? Let's get these cards out. Let's see what the vibe is. Thank you. Okay. Intense. For all the air signs, there's just been a super, super intense energy. And when we start with the world, it seems like we're going to be getting more of the same. Doesn't have to be bad, though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going here. What do we got for Libra? Thank you. Okay. This is good. It's like growing pains. It's like a metamorphosis. Okay. I like that we have the Ace of Cups right next to the world. That makes me feel better about it. Let's get one more. Good energy of renewal, if that makes sense. It feels like springtime to me. Okay, so we have the Hierophant on the back end. So there's some energies here. I don't want to say they're competing or clashing, but they're just totally different in the way they present themselves. So these could be totally different situations. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, we do have 2 powerful major arcana here with the World and the Hierophant. Elementally, we have Earth, which represents work, business, the world around us, home, family. So the world that we function in is what's represented by this earthy energy. And we have water, which is the internal world. So emotions, feelings, creativity, imagination, daydreaming, love, people we care about. Like these are all things that represent water. Now, the good thing is when you mix water and earth, it's a recipe for potential and abundance. So I think that can be good. But at the same time, there's just a lot of energies that seem to be competing with each other. So let's go through and start building this out piece by piece. Position number one, we start with the end. Honestly, like we start with the world. That's the last of the major arcana in the whole entire deck. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean like 10 of Swords ending. I always tell people that to me, it's more of like a culmination or an energy that's about to come to a head or reach an apex of Swords. That's how this energy is to me. It's a huge card of change and metamorphosis because in the tarot deck, we go from the Fool. He goes on his whole journey through the deck and this is the finished product. So I think that this is normally very good. If you've been going through a time of transition or change, that change could be nearing its end. Now, life is all about metamorphosis, right? It's from one chapter to another. So if we are talking about an ending of some sort, it's like we close one chapter, but we open a new one. It's like there's a nice energy of refreshed renewal. And that's especially what I'm getting with the Ace of Cups right next to it. So this can be good. Sometimes the world shows up when something could pop back up, especially in its reverse form. We'll see what shows up. It could represent things returning, unfinished business, stuff like that. It all really depends on what surrounds it. Aside from those, I link it to the world itself. So whether it's things that are going on in the world today that could be affecting you on an emotional or energetic level, we're just going to want to look at it further. For some of you might want to just go live in a cabin in the woods when the world shows up. But let's keep moving. We'll look at it. It's just really strong, karmic, and heavy. Now, moving to the center, we do have the Ace of Cups. I love it. I love all aces. I've been actually seeing quite a bit throughout the zodiac this week, so this is a good thing. Now, the Ace of Cups, out of all the aces, they all represent offers, opportunities, talks, and conversations. So this could be some sort of combo or message coming in. But the Ace of Cups, to me, does deal more towards the emotional state in this time. So we could be speaking about how you are internally right now when this card is here. It is a huge card of care and love and nurturing. So I do like the Ace of Cups for that. But the challenge of this card, it is prone to shift. The Ace of Cups, as with all aces, can be a little flaky. So it's not a guarantee. It's like, all right, this Ace of Cups is here, but if you don't grab that ace, it's gonna go away. So we do want to look at this further. It's a little flighty. And that's where we come into another major difference in how the energy presents itself. Because it's like we have an ending, we have a beginning or a new beginning here. It's like a metamorphosis where we're starting over, hitting the reset button. But then we get to this energy that is not flighty at all, not flexible at all. We have the Hierophant. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Big Taurus energy. So if you're not connected to the Taurus, to me, the Hierophant is one of the more in depth cards in the whole entire deck. So I'm just going to run down a list of some of the possibilities it can be. When I see the Hierophant, I think of power structures. I think of religious institutions. I think of corporations. I think of governments. I think of tradition. I think of life within the box. I think of your regular schedule, your routine. That's what we think of with this card. It's like very step by step by step. It is slow moving if it's moving at all. For another portion of you, it could be really tied in heavily to religious ritual and practice as well. So it's good for that. But, big but there, the big issue with this card is that it's not flexible. Like it's not going to go easily. It's not going to move easily. It is what it is. And it could sometimes feel very stuck. So whereas in the front, we have all this metamorphosis and change wanting to happen, but on the back end, we have this Hierophant that's like pinning it down. So watch out for feelings of being stuck, where it's like, oh, I'm almost here. I'm almost at a breakthrough, but what's holding me back? That's the vibe. And again, it could be someone else's energy that's presenting in this way. But the Hierophant can also be very dependable. It could represent long term connections and people that have been in our life for a long time. So it's what you see is what you get in a good way, but it can also be very stubborn. So I want to dive deeper on all of this, Libra. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Libras. Let's see what's happening for my good friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message. which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the world. Let's see what that has. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's get it going here. What do we got? Why is the world in the mix? Thank you. It's just not moving quick enough. That's like how the energy feels to me. So we have the Hanged Man in reverse. And this, I link it to several zodiac signs, so you don't have to link it to a sign if you don't want. Some people give it to Virgo, some people give it to Pisces, some people give it to Scorpio. I give it to all of them. I feel like they all have this energy. What I'm seeing here is an ignoring of something. Or if I don't pay attention to it, maybe it'll go away. So we have that mixed with an energy that just seems to be lingering too. So there is an energy that's shifting, there is an energy that's changing, but it seems to be changing really, really slowly, especially with the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man in reverse is better than the Hanged Man in the upright for this, because then I'd be like, all right, this energy is not going nowhere. It's totally stuck. In reverse, it's like, okay, no, I'm doing the right things. I'm moving this energy along. So there could be things that are going out in a calm way. We're trying to. There could be a change that seems to be going in a calm way. But I'm getting this big vibe of like, if I won't look at it, it doesn't matter. Or if I don't pay attention to it, maybe it'll just go away. There's this type of energy. And again, I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying you're avoiding something. This could very much be somebody else where they're like, you know what? If I don't think about it, then it can't bother me. I don't think that's really the case. I think that at some point you're going to have to confront whatever it is. At some point, um, you can only suppress so long, and I'm getting major suppression here on the front end. Now, we do have a lot of karmic potential here as well, so we're not just going to hold it to that and say, oh, this is an ending or a change, and we're not just going to say that it's this ignoring of something. We do want to see how the energy looks moving forward, especially with all the karmically inclined types of cards. But let's keep going. Let's see what the Ace of Pentacles has. Yeah, it is somebody where it's like, no, I'm just not going to look at it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to give it any energy, and it'll just solve itself. It's like one of those. Let's see what's up with the Ace of Cups. Again, no judgment here, my friends. That's just how the energy looks to me. This is peculiar. All right, so we do have the Sun in reverse, so it's like I'm happy, but something's missing. Or it's like things are good, but they could be so much better. It's like when you have a soup or a chili or something, and there's like that one missing ingredient. Or like, oh, so and so used to make it like this. This doesn't have that ingredient in it. It's so odd how this energy's showing up, where it's like, yeah, no, this works, but it could be better. Like it's one of those. So watch out for those types of feelings in this time. Again, I'm thinking that this could be nice if we're going to link this into a conversation, which we can, with the way the energy's flowing, the Ace of Cups and the Sun in reverse. It's like, listen, there's some information I need to know. There's some information I want to talk about. Sun in reverse to me is similar to the Moon. So to me, this could be like an unexpected talk or a surprising talk. So just know, like, in this time, there might be conversations you have that you're not expecting to have, or with people you weren't expecting to talk to. But aside from those conversational cards, if we put that message to the side, there's something here where it's like, I feel good, I'm okay, but at the same time, there's this missing ingredient. I don't know what it is. That's just how the energy feels to me. We have the Sun in reverse underneath it. So again, um, Leo energy. It could be very, very intense. So aside from the talk here, it could be good. It could be better, but it's not the worst. Let's keep going. Another thing I was getting, I'm just going to say for those of you that need it, it's someone that's pretending to be happy too. Okay. Someone that's pretending they're happier than they really are. Like fake it till you make it type of energy. Let's go in on the Hierophant. Again, no judgment here. Let's see what the Hierophant has. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. But that is the vibe. I will ignore it. I won't pay attention to it. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's like I'm telling myself I am happy until I actually am. So let's go in on the Hierophant. I'm getting way too specific for a general reading, okay? So, and only take what hits. I feel like I'm doing a personal here. Why is the Hierophant in the mix? Thank you. Okay. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Like this is unresolved. This is unresolved. There is something, a situation or something where it's like, no, there's more that needs to be figured out. There might be more that needs to be discussed. To me, this feels like an unfinished situation, unfinished business, or something that is still unresolved. That's how this just plays to me. Now, there are sometimes things in life where they might be with you for a long time. There might be situations that you've been through, connections, you name it, work, things, or just experiences you've had that stick with you, that get under the skin, that stay with you for a very, very, very long time, sometimes even your whole life. And when I see the Hierophant with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, it's there. The energy's here. It's just unresolved. And I don't know if I'm ever going to resolve it. That's how this feels. It's like making me a little sad, actually. Um, it doesn't feel bitter. It doesn't feel angry. It just, the energy's under the skin. It's the best way for me to put it with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, where it's like, I know I should let something go, but I don't want to. It's like another one of those as well. So this energy is going in a lot of different ways, Libra. So I will say this for a lot of you, even if this reading wasn't hitting for you yet, even if these are energies that haven't shown up yet, this might be a very intense week. At least emotionally, there could be a lot of things that pop back up. There are a lot of things from the past that flow back into your energy because this feels like unfinished business to me. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow. If you kindly look in the box, position number one, we have the world with the Hanged Man in reverse. Something changing, but changing very slowly. Um, to me, there's an energy of like an ending, but not like, and it makes sense by the time we get to the end. So it's like, all right, this chapter's closing, but is it really? Chapter's closing, but let me put a bookmark in it. It's like one of those. Another thing, it's someone ignoring something, and it's just like, if I don't think about it, if I don't look at it, it'll just go away. I don't think that's the case. Moving to the center, we have Ace of Cups with the Sun in reverse. This could be an unexpected or surprising talk that comes in, or one that might need to be had. Maybe this is energy that needs to be processed and let out in one way or another. Another thing I was picking up here, very specific message, like things are okay, things are good, but they could be better. And it's like eating your favorite meal, but it's missing a key ingredient. So it's like something's missing here. Moving to the back end, we have the Hierophant with the Four of Pentacles, this straight up unfinished business or unfinished situation to me. So do with that what you will. To me, it feels like it lingers for a very long time, possibly for a very, very long time. So again, could be someone else. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end here just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. Um, it's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Let's get in on the shadows for Libra. The end, that hit me like right in the heartstrings for some reason. Maybe it's because I have a soft spot for Libras, but that just like hit me in the heartstrings. Okay, King of Wands. So for some of you, this could represent a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, showing up here. Now, it doesn't always have to represent a person. A big thing, and it's funny that it shows up in this reading, especially with what we had here on the front end. The King of Wands represents where you're putting your energy and your focus. So when this shows up as a shadow spirit, might be telling you to not waste your energy on certain things, or to start putting energy towards another thing where it's like, no, this needs your attention. So now might be a good time to really look at certain things in life and say, have I been giving this enough attention and energy? Am I giving too much energy to this? Like there's an imbalance potentially. Now, aside from those things, the King of Wands can be very, very sporadic in the shadow side. It's a very unpredictable energy as well. So just watch out for urges in this time. But we're just going to put them down right there, Libra. That's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the November subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation and you'd like to have a little chat with me, you can book a personal reading with me on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. You'll see my digital calendar is open for the month of November. They're filling up pretty quick, so if you'd like to have a chat, come over and see me. But for the November subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of a lovely deck. It's fairly new. It's called Tarot of the Woodland Wardens. It has a whole bunch of fluffy critters. It's really adorable. think everyone would like it. So if you like to get your name in for this, it's two simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, since it is November, what are you most grateful for right now? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.